Right, so I'm ready to refit the radiator now, having painted all behind it. But the question is, are these rubber seals going to seal okay, having reused the valves? And obviously this is the mating part of the valve that I salvaged from the other radiator. I'm tempted to sort of put some tape or sealant or something, but you know what, they look all right. I think I'm just going to put them back clean as they are. I begin by getting the mountings into place. Slots in the fitting allow for some adjustment. All in place now, but still a bit of wiggle room. I'll tighten the screws off after rechecking. The only slightly tricky thing about these mountings is you need a little bit of looseness in the screws that hold them to the wall while you're off the radiator up to just get the final absolute position correct. But obviously once the radiator's placed over those fixings, then you can't give them the last little bit of a tighten, so you have to take them off and then give them a really nice tighten and then put the radiator on again. So it's a little bit of a faff. I'm just going to make sure my valves are lining up nicely. Not too much of a problem because there's a little bit of movement, a few millimeters movement in one of the pipes, so that should give me the wiggle room I need. So I'm just going to have a little bit of a faff around now. They're fine, so I can nip the screws up. No rust. These have got a special shape on the end, and you either have it sort of one way or the other way, and which way you have it depends on if you've got a curved or a straight radiator, because it will just give you a little bit of an angle if you need it. Just get one on there a bit to take the strain while I give it a final jiggle and tighten up the nuts. This is the coolant that I saved when I drained the radiator. Not a drop wasted. Bleed valve and blanking plug. They just go on the top two holes here. Anytime you've got something with a rubber seal on it, you don't want to over tighten them. You can see the fitting does have a thing for a spanner, so obviously it's more than hand tight, but not too much more. I tighten these up now. And put the decorative caps on. Small screws hold the inner and outer sleeves together. Now I'm opening the valves to reintroduce the radiator into the system. It's one little tiny thing. Well, that's all fine so far, although I shall know more when I fire the boiler up and put the system under some real sort of pressure. Only thing that caught me out was the bleed valve wasn't done up, but a small slot headed screwdriver soon sorted that out. I'll recork this just to freshen it up a bit. And a bit of a regrout is needed here. Right, well, this bit of board, it's the bath panel, has been in my shed since I took it off quite a long time ago. I did get as far as sort of prepping it up a bit, giving it a coat of undercoat, but it's all a bit dirty now, so I'm going to give it another clean up, fettle it a bit, give it a top coat, and it'll be ready to go back on. And so I give it a wipe with a damp sponge. Then a bit of a sander, paying particular attention to the grooves. Not to forget this little piece. I get rid of any dust and recork those grooves. Finally, it's ready for a bit of the old trusty. Well, I've just done 2 coats in the time it takes to do 2 coats very, very quickly. This stuff, when the sun comes out, it's just drying. That's it. Just been round again. Done the other little bit as well. So I'll give that about half an hour. Move everything into a more shady spot, and then go for a bit of top coat. Well, the sun's gone in, so I'm just going to crack away quickly. In a shadier spot, 2 coats later. I've just finished revarnishing this baseboard, and for today we'll leave it there. See you next time.